Welcome to Berwyn, Illinois, a centennial city with a proud heritage, a center of education and progress, a city of homes and families, a city of beautiful parks and the finest recreation programs and facilities, the very best in safety and security and sound city government. Welcome to Meeting with the Mayor with Mayor Robert J. Lovero.
Good evening. Welcome to our Meeting with the Mayor. My name is Robert Lovero, and I am the Mayor of the City of Berwyn. With me today are Bob Dwan, who's our Director of Community Development, and Sarah Saenz, who's the Executive Director of Solutions for Care. What we're here tonight to discuss is the Census 2010, one of the most important items coming on the agenda in this good new year. Bob is the committee chairman for our Census Committee here in Berwyn, and Sarah is one of the committee members, and they're actively trying to get you counted so that we can obtain our fair share of federal dollars. Okay? Mr. Dwan.
Yes.
I'm going to ask you some questions, sir, and Sarah's going to be kind enough to translate them in Spanish for our Spanish viewers, and then you're going to answer, please, giving the information to the residents regarding the importance of this census. Sarah, you're then going to translate the answer, and please feel free to expound on Bob's answer at any time you see fit. Bob, can you tell us what the census is all about?
El mayor, el candado, está preguntando qué es el censo de cuenta.
The 2010 census is very important. What it does is it takes that moment in time on April 1st when a snapshot, an account of everybody in the United States is done. It is very important as a means for our community and your community to get money from the federal government.
La cuenta de nuestro país es muy importante y está tomado cada 10 años. Para nosotros aquí en Berwyn está especialmente importante porque de nuestra cuenta vienen los dólares de los federales agencias. Y para nosotros aquí, cada 10 años, ese dinero que nos va a venir viene de la cuenta que estamos haciendo.
Bob, I know that federal dollars to the city is very important, but who else does this census help?
El condado está preguntando qué más puede ayudar esta cuenta.
The funds go to establishing whether or not a hospital or an addition to the hospital should be made. It goes for funding senior centers. It goes for infrastructure, roads, which we are all dependent upon, for emergency services. All of that is funded through sub-programs that are determined by the count for each community that receives money.
Nuestra cuenta que estamos haciendo en Berwyn es importante porque la cuenta va a tomar en cuenta dinero que podemos recibir para cambios en hospitales, para escuelas, para servicios para personas de mayor de edad, servicios de emergencia y todo viene de esa cuenta.
What does each person amount to in dollars, and do children count?
¿Qué es la importancia o de qué viene cada persona que está contado y si toman en cuenta niños? ¿Por qué?
Each person actually accounts for $165 a year, or $1,650 for the 10 years. And children do count. That's why it's so important for a single mother or for if you have your parents living with you, when the census form comes, that everybody in your house gets counted. That way, the community gets the maximum benefit from the people that are living in your house.
Es muy importante que todos están contados. La razón es que cada persona, incluyendo niños, está tomado en cuenta una cantidad de dinero y esa cuenta es usado para los siguientes 10 años Y ese es el número que nos va a dar dinero para nuestra comunidad.
Now, we have heard that there are people out there that are representing themselves as agents of the census, and that's not true. Can you explain that to us?
Hemos oído que hay personas o llamadas que están diciendo que son del censo. ¿Es cierto eso?
Well, yes, I can. The census is very acute of people that want to commit scams and frauds. There is what you might call phishing is done, where they want to perpetuate a scam against you. The census will never contact you by email. They'll never contact you on the internet. They will never ask you for a social security number. They will never do anything other than send you a questionnaire, and that information on your questionnaire is kept for 72 years before it is put out to the public.
Ahorita hay muchas que están haciendo fraude y están haciendo llamadas, están haciendo emails diciendo que están trabajando por el censo. No es cierto. Por favor, tomen en cuenta que el censo nunca le va a llamar a su casa ni le va a mandar carta diciendo que necesita su número de social, que necesita su fecha de nacimiento. Eso no va a pasar y siempre tiene que tomar en cuenta de dónde vienen esas cartas. Pero el censo nunca le va a preguntar esas preguntas por teléfono ni por email.
So do not give your social security number to anybody under any circumstances.
So, tenemos que pensar, nunca debemos de tomar nuestro número social y darlo a gente que están llamando, nunca.
The census will never ask you for your social security number, and they cannot disclose your name, your address, your social security number, or telephone numbers. All of that is prohibited. In addition, because of my role, or anybody who is in the census, their role, they had to sign an affidavit that is on file with the government that says that should we disclose any of information, we are subject to a fine of $250,000 or 5 years imprisonment. It's a very, very serious on how the census wants to maintain your privacy.
Mm-hmm. Es importante recordarnos que no debemos de dar nuestro número social por teléfono a nadie, pero especialmente para que entiendan, el seguro social, su nombre, su fecha de nacimiento, toda esa información es privado y no va a estar dado a otra agencia para ninguna razón. Todos los que estamos trabajando en este comité, también incluyendo a Bob, teníamos que firmar un papel diciendo que toda la información que nosotros podemos leer de una persona no va a ser dado a nadie y es privado. Y también si nos dan cuenta que hemos dado esa información, tenemos que pagar una multa de $250,000,000.
So, if I'm an undocumented individual here in the United States in the city of Berwyn, I can't get in any trouble for giving census information?
La pregunta es, si estoy aquí ilegal y estoy viviendo en Berwyn, ¿me va a ser malo llenar este cuestionario?
That's really a great question because many people are very sensitive to that issue. And the answer is nothing can be ever brought out about your status. It is just between you and the census, and they don't care. All they want is to count you because it's what makes the government get more money that's doing all the services for you.
Esa pregunta es muy importante y deben de entender que no hay pregunta que pregunta eso, si están aquí ilegal o no. Nomás queremos contar quién está viviendo aquí.
Then how does the census contact me so that I can report that I'm 5 individuals living in my house? How do I get that notification?
¿Cómo nos van